Having clocked up 12 #1 singles in the UK alone, international album sales of more than 34 million, and become the biggest selling arena tour act ever, Westlife have, in their 6-year career, dominated the music scene across the globe and have impressively broken free from all the usual constraints of the band market. In this episode of InsideTrax, Westlife look back over their career and trace their development from high school boy band to becoming one of the biggest pop groups the world has ever seen. The roots of Westlife lie in Sligo in the west of Ireland, when 3 teenagers, Shane Filan, Mark Verhilly and Cian Egan, became friendly while performing together in local musical productions.
We actually met in school, first of all. We all went to the same secondary school. Shane was a year ahead, myself and Cian were the year behind Shane. We didn't really know each other too well or whatever, but it was in musicals. Grease was the first one we done, and basically we kind of, you know, gradually got to know each other more and more and realised that we all had quite similar interests and stuff, and eventually we just kind of started singing in the dressing rooms and stuff like that.
The whole idea of the T-Birds in Grease kind of was the first idea of the reason why we wanted to do it, because the audience was given, you know, the 5 T-Birds on the stage such a huge reaction, especially a female reaction. You know, it kind of felt like a little boy band in its own sense.
I wasn't in the T-Birds.
No, Mark wasn't the T-Birds, but
he made the T, didn't he?
But we always knew Mark should have been in the T-Birds, but you know, and that's kind of where we started to kind of get the idea for doing it.
This early 6-piece lineup of the band performed around Sligo under the name IOU.
First we were called 6 as 1.
6 as 1 I thought was quite a cool
6 as 1 was better than IOU.
Way better.
IOU wasn't a great name, to be honest.
Before an encounter with Boyzone manager Louis Walsh brought about both the change of name and lineup.
And he only wanted to take me, Shane and Mark. So we had an audition of just like 40 people, and the first 2 people on stage were Nicky and Brian actually, and we just kind of said straight away, I mean, we knew.
We were rushing for the train to go home.
We were actually trying to go home.
Yeah, you'll do.
Renamed Westlife, the band were quickly signed to BMG Records by a little-known A&R man called Simon Cowell, and quickly started recording the tracks that would make up their debut album, the first fruits of which was the single Swear It Again. When it came to shooting the video, the band managed to inject the classic boy band aesthetic with a huge dose of fun.
The difference is it wasn't kind of just 5 people that just met each other last week in an audition and that was that, if you know what I mean. We actually, you know, in the Swear It Again video we're actually having a laugh. And I know, although Brian and Nicky had only been with us for sort of, how long before?
That was quite a year.
They were with us sort of 6 to 12 months anyways, you know, and they fitted in so quickly into the kind of vibe that myself, Shane and Cian had already been on. It's just natural, it's the truth, it's realist. We're not pretending to have a laugh or whatever, we actually are having a laugh.
Unfortunately, however, having a laugh can sometimes go too far.
The director told Nicky just to flick me ear, just to get a reaction out of me. And I didn't know, and I was singing, he flicked me ear, and I was kind of singing like this, kind of.
Flicked it twice, yeah.
I flicked it, and I felt it kind of, he missed me the first time, kind of clipped me. And then he got me the second time, I was really sore, like, and I was like, what are you doing, man?
We're shooting a video.
And I was like, we're shooting a video, like, what are you doing? And I freaked out with them, but they kept it in the video because they were all laughing, because they all knew.
That was the plan.
At the time, it was cool, everyone was laughing at Shane, you know, and it was good. It was good for the video.
We're still laughing at Shane, don't worry about it.
6 years on.
So behave that everything has got its place and time.